Okay, so I got our meter hooked up. I went ahead just for now and hooked up the this common ground line. As you can see, it's hooked up to that common bus right there. That is the ground line. Just went ahead and hooked it up there for now. And then we're going to just test out some of these little wires and see if I can do this where you can see it. I am going to be pushing a key down um, as I hold the wire onto the contact. So here's the first one, C. Push the wire down. You remember we made two of these rows connect. Okay, there's C sharp, C sharp, D, D, and so on. Can't get that to touch real good holding the phone. Something interesting I do want to show you, and this is the reason that we'll cut this common bus into sections. The way this common bus is, everything is grounded to that. So everything that's touching it, which is everything, is on there. So I'm going to hold down the C back here, and then I'm going to hold down C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F. And I'm going to show you something. So we can play the C, of course. C at C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, and play the F there as well. Okay. You can't see because my phone's not there, but I was holding it on F. But the interesting thing is, if I can do this just to show you, okay, I'm gonna hold down C, and I can touch C here. See if I can do it this way. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. There we go. Uh, Okay, you can see, well, I'm not even holding anything down. Not holding a note down at all. But you see all of these are interconnected. So what that means is that's why we got to cut this common ground into sections. Otherwise, when you're playing a C, all the C's will be sounding on here. And that's the way the encoder is set up. It has to be, it's an 8x8 matrix. So when we do this, we will get this common bus out of here, and we'll have 8 notes only on each set. And we'll talk more about that once the hardware gets here and we can look at it. It'll all make sense. But that's it. So we got our wires in place. I'm going to just go through and make sure all of the wires do sound and that there's not an issue with one of them on these first 2 rows that we've moved into position. That'll probably be all I do tonight. Our next step, we're actually really about done. I can go ahead and take this off of here. This was actually the ground line to the motors that were up here. I just haven't taken it off yet. But it's useless now. It's not connected to anything. You could probably ground it to these, but yeah, there's no point in doing that. So the next step will be, now as you notice, the springs which move the note back into place, those springs are all connected to this common bus as well. That's actually what's tying everything together. This is that bar that moves and makes and touches the wires on the other side. It's all connected. That's why you can touch the other lead of the meter anywhere on there and it's going to sound. So they're soldered on there. So what we're going to have to do is remove all of that, all of the springs off of there to get that common bus out of there. But that's going to be for another day. So that's probably it for today, and I'll see you next time.